He was a driven guy, very ambitious. He got straight A's in all his classes, involved in nearly every activity on campus, and he wound up tutoring me in math. We got to know each other, and then one night he leans over and kisses me full on the lips. He blushed and looked down towards the table, shutting his eyes for a moment. He took a slow breath and continued. It wasn't really an aha I'm gay moment, it was intoxicating. It was like being new to the whole thing again. We were tight throughout our last 2 years of school. He'd always take me out to fancy places and buy me stuff. It was a fun in a sort of materialistic way. We all like it when someone takes care of us. I know there are days I look at my bills and wish I had a sugar daddy. I've been working odd jobs to pay my tuition and other costs. Mostly waiting jobs at restaurants, since tips could give me the extra cash I needed for my day-to-day stuff. After a while, I found I really liked it. The showmanship, performing in front of an audience. You do look like you love it. I've never seen anyone so enthusiastic about making drinks and getting to know people. Oh, character development at its finest right here. He beamed at me from across the table, his hand sliding across it towards me. He stopped short and looked back down at his plate, his smile vanishing. He didn't, though. Said it was a waste of time, that I never make any money that way or go anywhere important. That's when the fight started. I broke it off and we went our separate ways. I went back to girls and last I heard, he was off in New York somewhere with a law firm or an investment bank or something. I don't get it. What's it to have to do with dating guys? He shrugged a little, lowering his gaze to the table. He was my first, and I guess I just assumed most guys were going to be like him. Working in a bar, I saw how most guys approach women and figured that was the norm. Shit, I skipped it. Jax, I'm not going to judge you. It's part of the reason I asked you out. In a room full of people trying to be seen, you stood out the most to me. You sweet talker, you. I'm not your ex, and I'm certainly not someone who only wants to get into your skimpy and very flattering briefs. I called you because I wanted to get to know you, beyond your abilities to mix drinks and flirt. Believe me, I know. For one thing, he'd never visit me at work. For another, he'd never instigate anything he didn't already want to do. We sat and chatted for a short while, talking about our past and a little about our present. Unfortunately, it wasn't long before the kitchen door swung open once more, Jax's co-worker shuffling in and looking quite haggard. Jax, the girls out there are here about to start a bar brawl. If you don't come back out, they say you're the only one who knows how to slice a mango with the sexy. Both of us snickered before turning back to each other. Give me a second to clean out. Tell them I'm grabbing all the melons they could want. The bartender nodded and smiled in relief before headed back outside main room. The two of us took the time to clean up and chat a little bit more. Once we finished with the dishes, Jack turned to me with a resigned smile. Well, it seems my public awaits. Sorry to cut the day so short. The downside of being a working stiff these days. It's alright. Not like the ample free time from unemployment is doing me much good. I'm glad we got some more time together. It's flattering, really, considering how in demand you seem to be. Wouldn't have it any other way. I'm a total attention whore. I couldn't help but chuckle. It was comforting to see the confident, sharp-dressed guy who served my first drink again. He always looked best at his bluest. I expect a third day, maybe a third and a half day, considering this one wasn't nearly as much fun as our first. I'll try to make it a little more interesting than the back of kitchen at your work. Next time I'll bring muffins than fireworks. Just know that's setting the bar pretty high. He winked at me and took a step back as if to leave. I could feel the pull, the attraction of a moment that lingered between us, like there was more to say or do. Maybe it was just me wanting more time with him. Bitch, stop him and kiss. That seems like the right thing to do. I'm sorry. That just seems like the right thing to do. I'm sorry. Before he could walk away, I placed a hand gently on his shoulder. Once he turned, I leaned in close and pressed my lips firmly against his. He immediately melted into the kiss, his eyes fluttering shut as he pressed his body close to mine. The two of us held that moment for as long as we could, tongues touching as our hands clutched each other tightly. Reluctantly, I pulled away and stroked his cheek softly. You can expect better than that on our next date. Wow, I didn't think I could look forward to it more than I already did. He coughed lightly and adjusted himself, his skimpy brief now a little tighter than usual around his sensitive areas. He kissed me gently on the cheek and strode back out into the club. Good night, handsome. Standing there, pants quite awkwardly tied, and in the darkened kitchen, I felt more comfortable and confident than I had in a while. I ducked out the back door to avoid the crowds and made my way back to the car. Now I knew the feeling was mutual and the third date was going to be something monumental. At least that was my intention. Now I just had to deal with Kobe badgering me for more details. It was kind of fun being the one with something to talk about instead of him. And the story of a kiss like that, one had to be shared. Oh, well, how long have I been recording for? 49 minutes. Let me stop this recording here because this is I don't want to have like a 20 gigabyte file. So, thank you for watching this recording of Amorous. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see a video similar to this one. My name is Galactic Space Gamer, and I am out of here.